What up guys, hope you're well. In this video I want to talk about the mindset problem that we have as Africans, and even here in Zimbabwe we have the same problem, which is a mindset thing. So I'm getting a lot of questions as I move about the city of Harare, and I'm sure as I go around the country I'm going to get the same questions asked, which is this: what are you doing here, and why did you leave where you're coming from? What's the point? We're all trying to go there, because I watch a lot of YouTube videos, so I'm seeing a lot of ads, and I'll put an ad by the US Embassy that I'm seeing that is encouraging you guys to go study in the US and get US degrees. And I realized something. We're a culture that is obsessed with status. That could backfire on us. Let me explain. When you're obsessed with status too much, you start to chase these status symbols, such as getting a British degree or a US degree, so you can be able to flex, because we like to flex as Zimbabweans. Let's keep it real. We like to flex on each other. There's a reason why you see people driving Ferraris in these nasty roads. No disrespect to people that are driving Ferraris. Drive your luxury cars because you deserve it, because you worked hard for it. So continue to shine. My point is, when you're over obsessed with status, you don't realize the world is completely changed right now. You don't realize that. Some of us, we realize this. I'm meeting a lot of people that are experts in what life is like in the US, but they've never lived there. I've lived there for 24 years of my life, almost 25 years now. But they're the expert now of what life is like over there. You see what I'm saying? The mindset problem that we have. That's the bad news, that our mindset is kind of off. But I have good news though. There's always a silver lining to everything I say in these videos. So if you pay attention, if you're not in your emotions, if you're not emotional, you'll get the message. The message is this. Usually what happens in these Western countries, the US, the UK, what happens there usually influences the African culture as well. Not all the way, and not all African cultures are affected, but the English-speaking countries are definitely affected, or influenced rather, by what goes on in these Western countries. I've been observing how people behave here in Zimbabwe, and I'm noticing a lot of influence from the British and from the Americans. It's always been like that. We've always been influenced by the British for a long time. And what also happens is we also take on the negative influences of the West. So when I say things have shifted already, whatever happens in the West usually takes about 3 to 5 years to catch on in an economy or society like this one. So everything I'm telling you is what you can expect 3 to 5 years from now. So when I'm seeing these commercials on YouTube or online trying to convince people to go study in the US or the UK, there's something you guys don't realize. Degrees are worthless now. The biggest companies right now in the United States, the Googles, the Microsofts, the Apples of the world, they don't really care about degrees like that. Everything comes down to merit. How good are you? How skillful are you at a particular niche? Are you good at programming? We don't care about what degree you have. Right now, there's so many online courses that you can take that can teach you how to do something in a short period of time. So instead of you taking a computer science degree that'll take you 4 years, you can learn how to do coding, programming in as little as 6 to 18 months now. And these big companies will hire you based on that skill. You need to be aware of what's happening, because that will affect what happens here. You might not think it will affect you, but it does. Another thing that will affect this economy is the currency. We're already seeing shortages of currency here in Zimbabwe. It's very clear to me that this economy is shifting to digital currency. If you go to the United States right now, people don't use cash anymore. Everything is tapping. You go somewhere, groceries, it doesn't matter where you go. You're tapping your card everywhere. There are times where I can go up to 6 months without even touching cash. It's only when I come to Africa or even Zim where I actually get to touch dollar bills. I'm like, oh, this is what a 20 looks like. Oh, this is what $100 looks like. Oh, this juice is good. Come to Cafe Notion and order this. It's got ginger in it. Just say something with ginger in it. It's really good. This is an opportunity for you guys that are wide awake. This channel is not for people that like to complain, that are lazy, that are negative. It's not for you. If you fit one of those three things that I just said, please don't watch my videos. This is for real pure hustlers, people that understand business. Business is all about solving complex problems, guys. So if you're the type of person that is addicted, yes, there's some people who are actually addicted to solving problems, like I am. And I like to overthink problems. I like to obsess over the details of solving problems. If that's you, then this is the perfect channel for you. The shift from the cash economy to a completely digital economy is a massive opportunity in this economy. That if you are willing to solve that problem, you're gonna make some money. There's a company called Inbox. I just made a purchase for my food here, my drinks here, my coffee using Inbox. And these guys already solved that problem at the high end. If you go to the high-end malls in Zimbabwe, I'm sure in Bulawayo is the same thing in these major cities, they have a presence of Inbox. If you know Inbox, comment and tell me if Inbox is available in other cities in this country. So anywhere that I'm going to stay in those cities, I have to make sure that they use Inbox. I like it. There's also a massive opportunity to solve this problem outside of these high-end malls. So maybe in the malls in the high-density areas, can you solve these problems? And if you can, then that's money right there. I had lunch earlier today at a local restaurant. It only cost me $2. No, $3. Good lunch too. I had rice, I had T-bone steak, and when I pulled up my cash, I had $10. The lady gave me an attitude. She said, we don't have change over here. I could tell she was annoyed. You know, people get triggered, by the way. People get triggered by me. They either love me or they hate me. There's no in between. It's weird. It is what it is. I keep pushing, you know. So she didn't have any change. So I gave her $10, so she owes me $7. So instead of me stressing about it, I could have complained about it, I could have been annoyed by it, but I could tell she was already on edge. And I don't want to bring my energy down. When your energy is up, you don't want to bring your energy down by going back and forth with people. I got things to do, I got work to do. So what I ended up having to do was to negotiate coming back there for lunch tomorrow until my credit is up, so I can spend the $7 that she owes me. So that means I got 2 meals that this lady owes me. So that means if I have 2 meals there, she's gonna owe me $1. But I think this is a problem that can be solved by somebody who's willing to solve it. So if you are the type of person that understands this problem that I'm talking about, that people never have change, and these small scale businesses, they really struggle, guys. But they get a lot of business. They get a lot of customers coming in, but they never have change. These places that sell lunches for like $2, $3, they're servicing the working class. So their clientele base is like 20 to 30 people at a time on a lunch break. So they're not making small money, they're making decent money. What if you could partner up with like 10 of them, 10 of these ladies that are selling food to the working class, and donate them these POS, point of sale machines, and negotiate some kind of revenue share there, so that instead of everybody paying in cash, they can load up a card and then go to pay for their lunch using a card. And you're servicing the masses. And I love going to these local places where the lunch is $2, $1, $3, so I can gain first-hand information that a lot of you guys don't have access to. I go in, guys, I go all in. So let's say you got 10 ladies that you negotiate this deal with, and each one of those 10 ladies has 20 customers. That's 20 times 10. That's 200 customers that come to lunch every single day. What if you could make 50 cents to $1 per customer? Okay, let's say 50 cents. That's $100 a day. But you gotta be able to create the systems the right way, such that once you set it, you just forget it. Because all the work is done by the ladies that are collecting the funds, and then what you're doing is you're tracking all the money coming in on a mobile app or something of the sort. You test run that with 10, then you can expand it to maybe 20 ladies, 30 ladies. You can completely crush it over here, because this problem is very nagging, and once somebody is able to solve this problem, I promise you, you're gonna make some money. If you set it up the right way, it's gonna be very hard for people to copy it, because everybody's trying to compete at the top, because they're seeing all the people that have the shiny cars here in the rich neighborhoods, so they want to compete at that level. level. But nobody's really competing for the working class dollars. And that's the majority, guys. That's the 99%. All these people that have all this money, that's the 1%, or maybe 0.5%. In an economy of 15 million people, once you come up with that solution, my friend, you're making money. I hope you got some value from this video. Like I said, link in the description of this video. I'll give you more game. I'll give you more cool ideas on how to start a business here in Zimbabwe and how to leverage all these problems that we have and turn them into cash money. Talk to you soon.